Welcome everybody. I meant to stream earlier, but I guess I fell asleep. And here I am. Woke up at 4 a.m. Welcome, Peach. Finnick. I was supposed to stream at 1. And that 1 extended to long time. Yeah, I slept great. As good as it could, you know. You know, we did a local sound bath, Unity, and I had to an audio engineer came to adjust the system, making it not have any reverb. So I had to use my own skills to like compensate for the absence of reverb and delay. Like that took more energy. Is this a fireside piano? No, this is a fireside piano. Yourself a merry little Christmas. This could be. This is like the hotel lobby. May you have a martini? Martini. Will you be posting the guided meditation? But I still have a lot of content. You know, I've been recording every meditation on here. The thing is, yeah, I can always just redo any guided meditation because it's just in my consciousness. All the techniques that I share with you is what I use. So it's not like I could just do it like on the spot always. You know, I never plan any guided meditation anymore. Before I used to plan guided meditations, and I realized planning. I thought, eventually you get very good at it where you don't need to plan anymore. It just comes to you. Which is a beautiful art form, Meditation. Yeah, many people said my microphone on my phone wasn't good, but I checked it and it was fine, so I'm not sure maybe it was signal issue. So I just turned off the camera. No, at Unity, from my phone. Whenever I go and do local events, I stream from my phone, right? But because no vibrations, maybe we can. I just got on right now, so I'm just here to hang out at this point. With Mr. Rogers style, that's what they call it. And my matcha brings other boys to the yard. And it's just, again, humbly speaking, this is real to me, There's not whatever I'm doing, it is coming straight from my heart. Right, the guided meditation, the flute playing, the piano. I don't plan anything, mostly. But I also, I do push myself very hard, which is why it's hard for people to serve with me, because I expect them to push as hard, but they not always, because, not everyone's an all-in type of person. I just have, when it comes to this, some people are all in different areas of life, right? This is where I'm all in. Service, humanitarian effort, authenticity, I'm all in. Because it's all within already, which is, it's really hard to teach people, because it's about how you live your life, and everybody can, lives life differently. And people can feel it if you're all in or not, because you know why? It's your body language, your demeanor, your focus, how you deliver. Right? Welcome, Johnny. And so, whenever I show up consistently and then I hit home runs, then people have a deeper respect because I'm always freaking showing up, and every time I show up, they get stunned by the experience, right? And the thing is, anyone could make people stunned by any art form. It's just they don't do it, but when you do it, then that's when you start to shine. Right. Whenever, right? Because that's your purpose. That's in alignment with your highest good, or you're gifted in that area. But gifted and, doesn't mean you're always going to rise. Just because you have a gift doesn't mean it's what you're meant to do. It's not where you want to shine. Like, I'm gifted when it comes to photography and videography. But I shine whenever I serve humanity. It's why I'm not a wedding videographer. It's why I don't turn I don't want my love to become a business, which is it's just hard for me to turn the things I love into like a business. When I became a wedding photographer, it destroyed my love for photography. It destroyed it. It's like turning your relationship with something you love, and it gets because when you get paid, it becomes more stressful, right? There's more expectations, and especially a wedding, and editing videos that are repetitive because it pays the bills, and sometimes I just been blessed in my life where I wasn't taught to chase the money, or I wasn't inspired to. My mother wanted me to chase the money so bad, and whenever I couldn't do it, it made me feel like crap, right? And my father just wanted us to be a good person, but my mother was like, be a doctor, lawyer, engineer, nurse. And those like the studious ways was not something I wanted to do with my life at all. I was trying to do what I love. That's a new concept to her, But it was not a new concept for my father, which is why he came to America, right? He followed his heart and dream. And I kind of followed the same path. But my mother came from the need to dominate, because that's how she succeeded in life. Dominance. Being the, right, rising above in a company, or rising above in your job. Assert your dominance, control, manage people, rise up in the company. She's good at that. And that's why my life was terrible initially, because she raised me more like, all right, he's gonna be really successful financially, and I'm gonna push him till he becomes what I think he needs to be. And then you keep failing. You're like, yo, what the? I'm trying to do what you're suggesting to me, but I just suck at it. And so that's where my, that's just kind of what happened. So, which led me towards more of the spiritual path and doing what I love, because I failed doing the things that, I failed at chasing the money, but at least I didn't fail at myself. And eventually the money began to happen for me. Doing what I love, it just takes time to build the things you love enough for the money to follow. But, I was taught, no, make money and then raise parents. Give money to parents. It's kind of, I know it's not only Asian people thing, but it's heavily Asian people philosophy. Like, honor father and mother. Which is part of the the 10 Commandments. Thank you, empathy. Thank you for sharing your story. I think a lot of us relate. I failed medicine school. So whenever you don't succeed in the mainstream style of success, you feel like a failure already because there's like a mode that's not working. Or there's like a mode that that everyone's trying to squeeze into called societal expectations of success. As an Asian, as American, or as Asian American guy, and every time you don't match each stereotype, you're like, what the? I'm trying to match the stereotype. I just keep not fitting into it. And like you're on like the 7th version and you still don't fit. You're like, you broke the mode. And you're like, okay, what does that mean? You broke the mode. You gotta figure out what that means. You mean it doesn't get easier from here? Hell no. You know what I mean? Like, what the? It only gets more difficult from here, but at least you're gonna be happier. Alright, sure, at least there's some good news in there. At least there's some good news in there, sure. At least I'm happier, sure. I can't be a trophy child. They're not showing me off to many people, you know. Which is why, like, you know, I actually went back to college and almost got my degree, and the universe says you don't need it. Still no trophy child. But you have a happy child, though. I was supposed to stream at 1 a.m. I just fell asleep mostly. I was wait, what? Just bypassed the alarm. Got my degree and got sick with COVID pneumonia. Still don't have to have number one job. Right. So that's why I'm so grateful that at least like I get to do what I love and it grows, right? Whatever I'm doing here, it's donation-based healing. That's a dream, right? And it helps people, it fulfills me. And I'm good at it. And I want to be good, you know. It's just in alignment with my highest good. Because I can be authentic here. I'm a lawyer by profession. I fell asleep to the last live stream and went and watched it back and fell asleep again. Thank you. You aren't just good, you're the best. I mean, I like to be humble, but I am competitive, because if you're not competitive, then you're not gonna strive to be better and better. So competition is mainly with yourself. But seeing how others succeed can inspire you to push also, you know. Because whenever you push yourself to be better in a field of helping people, freaking humanity wins when there's more good people out here helping people, you know. We need excellent servants on a planet that are transformative, and that's what I strive to be every day for sure. It says, I'm a lawyer by profession, but now I find myself looking for other creative outlets. You know, like what I do currently what I do, it doesn't pay very much yet, but I believe that over time it will. It's just, it takes a long time for it to, because it's so pure. You know what I mean? I'm not marketing, I'm not selling out, I'm just keeping it pure. And that's why it's so healing for me to be here with you. It's so restorative. It's why I'm streaming at 4 a.m. because I'm here with something that's beyond like human comfort. It's about selflessness, and you know, it's about service, right? Are you looking at paid gigs in your? No, not at all. Not at all. I only do donation-based gig. Because that's what's been taught to me. Yeah. I don't approach healing in a transactional way. It's the selfless way. And that's what's gotten me this far in my skill level, happiness, and why everything's so it's why there's a meteor energy in everything that we do here in a mystic village. It's just piercing because it's pure. Whenever it becomes, you know, a sound healing gig, the respect level is different. The respect level when it comes to unconditional loving services, it takes time to grow, but people get stunned that what you're offering is free. Like, this shouldn't be free right now. And they never forget, like, what the best sound healing they ever got was free. Right? They didn't, and now they're, right. And so that sticks with them forever. The best one, they didn't have to pay for. And so over time, people will realize, well, why the hell am I paying for this one that's not even that good? And the tides are shifting. Which is why we're reaching 100,000 subscribers on TikTok. Because people start to realize, what the But unfortunately, we live in a society that doesn't work with free stuff. Yeah, exactly. And that's why the best way is called donation-based. Welcome to the Mystic Village. So it's not necessarily completely free. It's like you could donate, but you don't have to, which keeps it pure. Which means the money that comes to me comes from people's hearts rather than an obligation or the need to give. It's the inspiration to give, which makes the art form, the healing, a lot higher because they didn't have to do anything. Yeah, so essentially, so the moment they changed the law to no tax on tips, because everything that I'm doing, you could say it's all tips. If that's what it is, right? So there's a lot of, and I could turn what I'm doing into essentially, when it comes to like governmental stuff, what we're doing could be seen as a religious thing, right? So that's something that you can even, no taxes. But I'm not, I'm not that far along here. Right? Essentially, this is like a digital temple. There's no services. I don't give any services. I'm like a digital busker, essentially. Right? You just play, people donate. Which again, the reason why what we're doing is really inspiring many people is because of the purity. No one expect to find something like this online. Because the number one popular thing, link in the bio. The only thing I sell is t-shirt like this. But I don't even make money from selling t-shirt. It's just for community. The money goes back to the t-shirt maker, Sister Jill. And that's, right. It's just cool to be a part of something. And I get it, especially in the Western world, to see sound healers that are pure when it comes to the way they offer things. It's like unheard of. Right? I don't know any other sound healer like that does it like this, because it's just not normal to. It's like everybody's charging. Everyone's trying to get a gig in, and right, everyone's trying to do an event and sell tickets. Right, all of my friends, I just settled higher when it comes to service. Like, oh, what else is possible? And the reason is because I have a master who does the same, who I'm inspired. Right, he doesn't charge. Also, he's a Buddhist monk, helps people, heal people, hold events. Everything absolutely free, and gives people's car and my income comes from people's donation. Yeah. Whenever I do a great job I do a great job, so people actually want to donate. I never ask. Yeah. So that's where, because here's the thing, if I'm not that good, nobody would donate. I wouldn't say nobody, but I wouldn't be here that much at all. I would just be like, this not profitable, goodbye. Right, so for people to be inspired to naturally donate, you have to do this thing called help transform people's lives genuinely. Ooh. So that's why you actually have to be good to do donation-based healing, which is why it's so amazing to be part of that lineage of people who just help people and be able to live life and keep it pure. Because you know who that reminds me of? Buddha, Jesus, and all the great mystical teachers. I'm just humbled that I can follow the path of the teachers, like Thich Nhat Hanh, right? All of them, they just wanted to help people. This path, I'm just more like the sound healing, you know. It just... Because I still remember a time where people help people without being transactional. Like medicine women, shamans. Like people give when they can. If they didn't give, that's okay. You still help people. To me, I still have faith in that system, which is called a village system, right? The villagers take care of each other, right? That's it. It was just, you give when you can. When you don't have, if you can't give, then just give love, give gratitude, give thanks. Welcome, sister. But one thing we're gonna do is support each other and not just abandon each other, you know. But nowadays, the village system has disappeared, has dissolved many times. Because everything's transactional, so like the helping people peer from the heart is more of a side thing rather than a main thing, right? When you go to churches, they pass the basket around. Like, to me, that shouldn't even be done. Like if you do right, it's like, hey, right, I think if you're really transformative, let people walk up to the box rather than bring it to them. And some people, I've been to a church where they're like, you know, somebody's raising, look, I'm gonna put in 200. Who's gonna match me? And I'm like, bro, what the? But this was like this was a church in the hood, though. My friend was a mime, you know. And on stage, she was like, I'm gonna put 200, who's gonna match me, right? Right on stage, I'm like, is it really like that? I've been shamed for not giving money. Yeah, that's an issue. And sometimes when you don't, the people in your congregation does, like, you didn't put none today. Like, what the? I don't feel like it. Or I don't have it. For example, there's been times where there's events that are called heart, like whenever love offering of $10. I'm like, wait, what does that mean? Love offering? Is it donation or is it? They say it's a love offering of $10, but if you don't have it, just come anyways. But then it makes you feel. But then when you get to the event, they're asking for $10 at the door with 4 people there. You don't want to be like, sorry, I'm poor, I don't have it. It's awkward to tell people you don't have money. Sometimes, you know, especially you're in a vulnerable place, you want healing. I want to come to this sound bath. Right. And so I ended up, whenever I was broke as hell, I just didn't go to spiritual events because $10 at the door. So that's why it inspired me to just do everything donation based. Because some people, if there's any money mentioned at the door, they won't even show up, and those people may need the most healing, right? I remember where I come from. That's why I remember $10 suggested love offering. To me, that was $10 ticket in, right? The The better way is like, just leave a box there. Don't haggle people. Don't just have somebody watching the jar. Right? But when there's somebody waiting to collect, it's like it becomes more like a, ticket master. And the details matter, brothers, sisters. That's why I'm sharing with you what happened with me. That sometimes I wanted to go to spiritual events that saying $10 suggested love offering, but if you can't afford it, just come anyways. Yeah. It didn't feel that way when there's 4 people at the door collecting. Then I just went home, I love that it just says, give if you want or if you can, and that's why people don't mind supporting this community. There's no pressure. And that's why there's miracles happening in the community, because everything in here happens because it's inspired by people's heart. The amount of healing and it's because many people don't understand why. Like, the more you keep it pure, the energy of healing and love and unity is stronger. But if you don't have faith in this system, it doesn't make sense, because it's not profit driven. Right? It's more it's more like transformational rather than, right? It's more about community. How I'm gonna pay for a script? What do you mean script? You don't have to be a subscriber. So everything that we built so far is from just, deep spiritual devotion, and anything that prevents me from keeping it pure, I make sure to destroy it instantly. Any doubt of faith, I wouldn't say destroy it, but I make sure to face it, address it, dissolve it. Because, sometimes people who they like the results of what happened, but they don't want to do what got you there. Right? Because they didn't build it. They just come to criticize. And to me, I ignore those people because they didn't build it. They just come to quickly criticize, and that's why that's why they don't have their own community, because they don't see what it takes. And I've been mentored by monks and teachers to see what it's like, what happens when what community and what a pure community looks like that's transformational rather than transactional, right? A lot of most New Age spiritual movements are transactional and not transformational. It's why I don't collaborate with many New Age people. Because a lot of it is more profit-driven than transformation-driven. And every time I talk like this, I piss some people off. But but that's what got me this far. I can't just not believe in what I'm doing. That would be lying to myself. The dude got mad at Teen. How Temple. Let's see here. Sammy, welcome. I mean, yesterday I learned about Zen Buddhism. I still don't understand it. Is that Is that a Zen joke? We got Claire hanging out. Shout out to the UK gang, highly activated. Good morning, mates. I'm serious. They believe in the practice of cleaning. Yeah. Every temple that you go to, there's always things that you could do forever, like sweep the leaves. Right? Every time you sweep the damn leaves, more fall. You're like, what are we sweeping for? I'm done. Here comes the breeze. Sometimes the wind decides to work with you. It stops. Right? They wipe the floor about 4 times a day. It's not about the right. Happiness is not the destination. Happiness is the journey. Damn. It's not about completing the task. It's about being present with the task. And the beautiful part is, it's not about completing it. It's about enjoying it. And also, you could just stop. You're like, I'm gonna go home. Like, you don't have to do anything. But the lesson that you do learn, because a lot of people, they don't know how, they become so attached to things, they don't know how to destroy it. Right? They become attached to sweeping so much. But we learn the most when we can detach from things. Shrink. Right? Like, damn, I'm sweeping and it keeps breezing. The breeze keeps making the leaves fall on the ground. Then stop sweeping. Oh. No one said the floor has to be leafless except you. Like, oh shh. When, at Unity, doing the sound bath locally, they didn't have the damn reverb. So it made it, and the AC, so the energy was a lot more, it was a more challenging sound bath. But the result was still profound. I think 95 show up, 95 people. Let's just say around 100 people showed up because she said she miscounted. Like, I just kind of miscounted because people were so, once it ended, people were like really energized. And came and take photos and everything. I do feel bad when people come to ask to take my photos and like, Emily and Charles are already here. I'm like, you don't want photos with them too? Oh wait, the 2 people, we're groupies. All right, take photo so I can clean up. No, it's people enjoy it, right? It's the most attended event at Unity, right, where we go to, other than the Sunday service, which is kind of crazy. You know what I mean? The Sunday service, they got around 200, right? What I do does around 100 people. No, many people said that my phone, the audio wasn't bad, and so I just decided, like, enough people told me it was bad, so I didn't want to have them to just sit there and just, man, audio doesn't work. So I just turned it off. I tested the phone and the audio was fine, so I had to go test again. Yeah. Yeah, I used to read a lot of Zen Buddhism things on the stream. But what's more interesting is your life. Yeah. And the thing is, whenever you read Zen, you have to explain a lot. And I'm sure that's going to help people go to sleep. But a more fun way to help people go to sleep is just make music. Not all Zen people are the same. Some Zen people are more... I mean, naturally, the culture of Zen is very like this. Okay, have a good day at work, Gary. Right. So they're so attached to the practice that they forget to enjoy it. Because they haven't matured yet. Some people, they just... I mean, I went through a phase like that for sure. Especially with my master. When I was with my master, I was in that phase for years of just... And we didn't even meditate. I personally meditated a lot, right? But at the temple, it was just about how you live your life, focused, disciplined, and centered, rather than just meditating all day. It was about being a good servant of humanity all day and paying attention to the actual actions, which is a mindful way of living, right? So I spent about, 4 years doing that. 4 years in Zen training that's more active rather than sit there, right? Legs crossed, back straight, head slightly tilted, hands in the same place, tongue gently touching the roof of the mouth, eyes partially closed, centered on the breath. Some people, that's all they want to do because they think they're going to reach enlightenment by meditating, which I used to think myself. Until my master told me, you think meditating all day is going to get you to enlightenment? Yeah, basically. He said, no, if you want to reach enlightenment, help people. God's children, help people. Because a lot of people think that just meditating all day is going to activate something magical. But you are already something magical. There's nothing to activate. You just don't believe that you're magical until you realize you've always been that way. But sometimes what activates is our ego. So you make yourself think that you're magical instead of just realize just your existence is a miracle. Yes, this is AI. Welcome. Beep boop beep. I'm AI Zen dude with play piano for you, Asian style. I'm AI Thailand robot leader. Love your damn self all the time. Dude, it's like those animatronics at Chuck E. Cheese. You're like, that's kind of creepy. Like, this is creepy. What the? Anyway, I don't know. I don't know you have Chuck E. Cheese in the UK. Y'all got Chuck E. Cheese in the UK? Press 1 for H-Town, Spanglish. ¿Qué onda? ¿Qué pasó, wey? Bienvenido de Mystic Village. Yeah, Chuck E. Cheese is like a... Chuck E. Cheese is like a place where kids go to, like, they have like a ball pit in there, and they have little games for little kids, and you have your birthday party there where you eat cheese pizza, and where the room where you eat the cheese pizza, they have a stage, and on that damn stage they have these animatronic that, like, it's like a band that's a... And when I first saw them, like, oh, Chuck E. Cheese is pivoting to adult arcade. Yeah, the animatronic, I was surprised, like, Chuck E. Cheese is like doing this in the eyelids, it's like tick tock, tick tock. It's fine, you're not missing out. I'm in the, it is 5 a.m. and it's not really America time. Chuck E. Cheese is very American, suburban American vibe for sure. Cause I never had a birthday party at Chuck E. Cheese because my family is like not Americanized Asian family. But we have friends who are like more in suburban and they were more wealthier. Their kids always went to Chuck E. Cheese. So I went to Chuck E. Cheese so much of my life. And that's why it's part of, yeah. I thought it was like a cheese deli. Chuck E. Cheese is ghetto now. Yes, I'm sure some of them could be. And I think it's because people have more money to spend, which is why, right? You want to spend it on your children. Like, it's a good. And the weird part is that it's not even cheap. The pizza is overpriced for what it is, but the games are cheap, and that's what, right? Wonder if they changed the game since I was a kid. Dude, I'm thinking the same thing. They always had that racing game where if you hit the wall, you just click reset and the car like ring. I bet that damn game is still there too. Or the boat racing game. Hydro Thunder. That game was everywhere, goddamn. Hydro Thunder. Anyways. In Florida, there's Chucky in costume at kid's birthday party was arrested and handcuffed. Shout out to Florida, represent. They out. You know? That's how you know how people, how the animatronic were creepy. That's how I felt about. Oh, all right. Thank you, Michelle. That's how I felt about Santa Claus when I first saw Santa Claus in America. I was like, what the heck is this dude? Right? Because I come from Thailand. I have no relationship with Santa. Like, I didn't get it. I was like, they're all acting different. They're all soft. Hey, Santa. I'm like, that is a dude wearing a beard, y'all. That's a dude wearing a beard. This is weird and creepy. Like, right? But whenever you see more benefits, right, it becomes about like right? And the kids know that's a fake beard, but they want they're okay with it because the benefits of what you get from believing in that fake beard is gonna get you some toys. I didn't know that. Because I came from Thailand. I just thought, maybe that's why I'm all effed up. I couldn't conform to society. I couldn't conform to the societal norms of things because I just came at the wrong time. Like, maybe I should have just known about Santa earlier on. Oh, Santa, let me make some wishes. And like, that's a fake beard. Why is everybody acting? We're just getting in line to talk to this dude, asking him for stuff. What, he's just gonna give us stuff? Did we just keep begging? Just didn't make sense. And I never really believed, but I liked the movie though. Shout out to that Tim Allen. Santa, that's such a good movie, Santa Claus. Right, but now I understand. It's just what people do here. Nobody told you Santa gonna bring his rain. Yeah. Because in my house, we didn't celebrate Christmas. We went to other people's house, and then they were like more into it. But we participated in the Christmas traditions, but we weren't all in. We just kind of did it because everyone else kind of does it. So I didn't have a relationship with, it was more, I get to hang out at this other people's house and we eat nice stuff and get gifts. That was it. And then the weirdest thing is like people, every Christmas in America, I think it's everywhere, Santa loves to hang out at the damn mall. I'm like, y'all really doing this here? They sell photos with Santa. It's very profitable, right? Sell gifts, get the picture. You get to sit on the lap, ask for stuff. I just, was part of a family who didn't do none of that. As a matter of fact, my parents were like, no speaking English at home. Like, oh. Which is, yeah, because they were scared that we're gonna forget Thai language completely. No English at home. Like, okay. And I'm obedient. I just wanted to be a good boy. Right. You don't know. My sister was rebellious, more rebellious than me. We come from my family's like that, rebellious in nature. What is it with the whole thing of it's just again, it's just culture. It's just the societal norm that's being created. And that's what, through my spiritual awakening, I blew all that up. I was like, right, it made me question, like, well, what's beyond the societal norm? Like, who creates these standards? What if we just make up our own standard? What if I just created my own life instead of let somebody define my life? But I eventually, as I matured, right, I had to learn how to integrate with the societal norm, because, right, that's why we have society, but you have this free will in your heart, So it's like learning how to still fit into society, but have an open mind, which took a while to figure out. Yeah. Because when you have a spiritual awakening, it's all egoic, right? Everything that you ever learn, it's just illusions. It helps you to see that all of that is here. Right? The truth is right in front of you. The truth is within you first. And everything else has been suggested to you on how to act, think, and be as a man, woman, from this country, in this religion, and all these suggested programming to fit. But what's beyond that is what happened through awakening. Yeah. And some people never come back from that. They just never fit back into society because they can't find their way to just understand, like, why people pay taxes, or, like, why we have 9 to 5, or, why we have laws. Some people don't get it because they're so ungrounded from reality. So if you get misguided, you can get lost in your mind, unfortunately. And because some people are always on taking some plant medicine all the time, microdosing all the time, so they're never just sober, unfortunately. And I mean, or any type of plant medicine, which microdosing or smoking the weed, right? Welcome, Marvelous Manon. It's a little wonky. Like, if you're not good, Santa won't come unpack that one. Yeah, if you're a naughty boy or girl, you're not getting no gifts. I mean, So when the kids become naughty children, and they just like, well, I'm part of the bad ones now. And now they're just like completely mischievous because they just it's like, oh, I'm unsavable, I'm too effed up. Unfortunate, you know. Because yeah, it's like that's how I felt as an Asian child that didn't have good grades. I'm just one of the dumb ones. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not like the normal Asian children. I'm the ones that don't have straight A's, or at least A and B. I'm the type that make it to summer school. So that's why I always just didn't fit in. Just like, I'm trying to be normal, but I just couldn't. You know? That's the past, of course, which is why the awakening happened. Like, whenever you feel like your life just not working out, the universe shows you, make it work for you. Stop trying to make it work with other people's vision of life. Find a vision that works for you. Which led me to the spiritual path. Like, yes. So you're in the main bell curve. Thank you for 35,000 likes. Yeah, we all have a different gift, right? Like, not everyone is meant to be a business professional, but you could be, right? It's just what I'm doing is not something that my parents wanted for me, right? We're gonna take you. They just didn't expect me to walk the spiritual route, and especially sound healing route, and especially donation-based sound healing route. It's like, when, right? My mother's all, when are you gonna start making money? I'm like, I'm working on it. But whenever it starts to happen, she got surprised, like, oh shoot, something's actually happening. Right? You're like, dang, he's just gonna be broke forever. But whenever I started succeeding, she started getting humbled because she's like, oh shoot, it's actually happening. I'm also surprised too that it actually. No, my mom loves me very much. It's just she's still stuck on how people should succeed in society, right? There's a societal standard of successfulness and like how much money you make a year and all these things that we wish our children just, you know, it's called survive, right? Our parents just want to make sure that when they're gone, that you will be able to take care of ourselves. Very natural. And so when you're not doing something that's in alignment with the societal norm that's good for your children, they're worried because I'm going for my dreams. And many people, you know, sadly, many people don't achieve their dreams because it's easy to give up and just go, you know. It's easy to give up. Very easy to give up. So whenever things started succeeding, it made my mother realize, okay, there's something here. Right? I've been on a spiritual journey over 10 years now. And maybe I've only started making money in anything like that maybe in the past 3 to 4 years, and it wasn't even that much. Right? I was able to pay my bills consistently maybe just last year. Right? doing spiritual things. Before that, I was doing working at the Cheesecake Factory, right? Not really doing something that's that's with my purpose. But you can serve humanity and be a good spiritual servant, even as a worker, even as a server, right? But I wasn't trying to do that. I'm trying to be here today. It takes time to right, before you can flow down the river, you have to step into it first, and then you eventually have to build a boat. And sometimes that boat crumbles. You're like, what the? Like, oh, shoot, now I have to swim back to the shore and build a new boat. But whenever you build a good boat, it flows down the river farther. And I'm just so grateful I never gave up on like flowing down the river and just keep building a better boat to get to the ocean. So this is just like the 6 or 7 version of the boat. Still trying to get to the ocean. Welcome, Sister Sassy Mom, Linda's dancing, and Sister Mira. Welcome everybody. Lila, Dog Star, Trippin'. Looks like you changed your screen name. A lot of people have been changing their screen name with the season. If you do change your screen name, sometimes just tell us that you do, so we know, like, oh, you know what I'm talking about. Like, just tell us it's y'all. Like, Ashton changed his screen name to like something else. Like, oh, that's you? If you want to be noticed. If you don't want to be noticed, carry on, mate. Mate. Keep calm and carry on. Thank you. Canalingua. Yeah, because you know why? The full moon is this Saturday. Yeah, I've been streaming just for about an hour. I appreciate the respect I get here. Yeah, it's wild, right? It's just sometimes all you can do is just watch the mind be a little wild. You're like, oh, the mind has a lot on its mind sometimes, and we just get to observe. But some people don't observe, they just spiral with the mind. Welcome to the Mystic Village. Right, we're all stay, right, if you don't stay centered, what happens? You're like the edge of the mandala. Welcome, Beverly. I was Right, stay centered or else you get caught up in the motion. Slow motion for me, moving slow motion for me. I like it like that. When it's your calling, well, you will be able to make a living from your work. Sometimes you have to work a job to survive while you plan. Exactly. Which is why I was willing to do Amazon delivery to get where I'm at today. I'm willing to take people. I used to Uber people to the airport. I used to do Uber Eats. Uber Eats is one of the least profitable things I ever done in my life. Let me just say that. Also, especially if you don't know how to do it, you could just be actually losing money because you're picking up the worst things like fast food. It's the worst thing to deliver. Whenever I did Uber Eats, I knew stay away from the fast food unless there's really nothing else. It's just so. And I used to sell used books. I used to sell used books to Amazon. Right. But it's so saturated and so competitive, and you have to buy your own boxes of books eventually. People love books still. If it's a few minutes late, they get in. I never had that just because I like to drive fast whenever I'm working because I have a reason to drive. Right? If I don't have a reason to drive, I'm just like. But if I have a reason to drive, power mode. Whoosh. Yeah. And also, I did have people whenever I drove people to the airport, they're like, shoot, I'd never seen somebody have a rating this high before. Because I have a 4.99 rating on Uber driving. But as you drive more, it becomes a 5. So like they've never sat with a 5-star driver before. And they just get stunned that it's possible. Because I'm very like when you come to the Uber, you're like my special guest. You know what I mean? I'll start giving people therapy. Hey, how you doing? Like I tell people, it's because to me, you're not. To me, God sent you. Hi, welcome. I'm kind of ticked that I have a 4.88 as a passenger. Yeah, that sounds about right. I think I got that number correctly. Maybe. Thank you, Eileen. Let's do a little. Looks like we want some music. Here we go. Let's do a little cinematic. Let's see what flute. I haven't even unpacked my flutes from yesterday yet, so. Okay, let's do some Granny Willow vibe here. What's that? B flat major. Thank you, Andrea. There we go. Oh, hello, Cece. You're awake? Thank you for the sub. No, she just subbed to me. Probably couldn't sleep. Wait, what the? He's on? Hola. Welcome everybody. Links, May, Chloe, nice to see you. We'll do 30 more minutes and oh yeah. I'm not sure if the shop's open yet, Mystic Village merch. Thank you, Moana. Positive energy, positive community. I do, I like to wander sometimes on TikTok to see if there's other positive communities that are consistent and, not too many, because it's more about, it's like sometimes I wonder, well, if people get so much from spiritual community, why do they only go once or twice a week? Why is it not a daily thing? Right, this village experience, right? We got to keep the village experience alive. They're working, yeah. It's the way, like a village that's healthy, I think the core of it is the principles, values, and, everybody's doing their part to keep everyone, to help maintain the happiness. And it's clear that everyone's doing their part. And when somebody's not doing their part, that's okay too. As long as most of the people are, doing their part. Right. It's not, you don't need to be perfect. We just need to do the best we can. So this is the modern version of a village experience. Honestly. Sometimes that village experience does get lost because we're living in a fast-moving society and don't have time. But we do have social media. So, right. we do have 5G internet in our pocket. It's kind of crazy. Like the connection, like I'm talking this is global, Talking to somebody in the UK is like, hi, we're hanging out across the world, by the way. It's like, wait, what the? And you could do it right in your house. Who would have thought that was possible? When you watch TV, you don't always feel like you're hanging out with your homies unless you just kind of have been brainwashed to believe that and go to every Backstreet Boy concert or K-pop concert. I go hang out with Daniel from time to time. Buddha Tan, yeah. He comes here from time to time. He likes to hold panels, and yes, definitely open to giving a platform, right, for conversations. Yeah, he's got a great heart. I just approach it differently. Spiritual community. I see a lot of people have a lot to say, but not enough people inspiring each other to practice a certain way. We're talking about what we think a lot, and we have a lot of opinions, but not enough transformation. In here we focus on transformation and actually helping people achieve that. Yeah. And that's why it grew. I start to see there's many people holding spiritual spaces, but why wasn't it growing? Lots of opinions, not enough transformation. Right? There's a lot of spiritual path you can walk, right? Just walk the one that works. But for it to work, you have to do the work. Not just talk about philosophy. And that's why I don't debate people. Sometimes people debate about, different views. And also, before I listen to somebody, I want to know if they actually are a real one. You know what I mean? Before I listen to any life skills or any transformative information, I want to know about their life first, because sometimes their life is falling apart and trying to give you life advice. Hell no. Real talk. Man, you what? What the? So that's why I like space where the community can ask questions live. Because when the community can ask questions, it cuts a lot of the BS. But when the community can't ask no questions, hey yo, what the? Is this even community at all? You know what I mean? But I can't ask no question. Because the more, like, human beings, we got good BS detector because we have to deal with each other every day. Like, something fishy today. I can smell it through the screen. Let me ask. Right? And so you start asking deeper questions. Like when I asked you if if all Asian gambles. Yeah, because when you ask that, you realize that's a real dude here who's not trying to be pretentious and giving you a real answer versus we're spiritual. Ask me a spiritual question, bro. Sometimes it's just people want to know stuff. It's a real, we may be a spiritual community, but we're not like sterile from answering random questions. It's kind of interesting. Like, wait, what? That's a stereotype? Is it true? That's interesting. Sometimes you don't want to talk about my life falling apart, help me fix it. You know what I mean? Sometimes you gotta take a break from that. That's why when we watch TV, there's Jerry Springer, there's Mario show. You can watch the Magic School Bus all at the same time. Shout out to Magic School Bus. Beep, 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 beep. I'm thinking, what if were they all on something or what? Alright, children, we're gonna go on a magic scubas. Anyways. Like, man, we ain't never go on a magic scuba. There's magic something else, though. Thank you, welcome, Jasmine. Jasmine, Des, The Thought, Barkeet. That sounds very official. What should I do when I don't know where to start my life? Welcome, Sister Diane. You don't know where to start your life? You just have to choose where to start and learn from there. But with wisdom, here's what people with wisdom would do. Pay attention to the people who you feel have figured out their life and study them and be inspired by them. Look at somebody else that looks like they have their life that you're inspired and see what they do. That's what I did to get here. Yeah, nobody has it together completely. Yeah, that's why we just we have to look at some role models or archetypes of what we were willing to aspire to be. It's just more about what archetype or what energy, which path would you like to walk. There's like an infinite path that you could walk, but when you see a different role model and archetype, you're like, shoot, I like this person's energy. What did they do with their life to be like that? And you look at somebody else, you're like, what did they do? What do they do on a daily basis? Right? And so that's why I'm grateful for teachers, because we need teachers, especially transformative teachers who help you figure some things out. Yeah. Life can be very, very difficult. Yeah. Sometimes damage, right? You're all PTSD, or your family's abusive, or your family doesn't accept you for who you are, or you try to fit in but you don't fit in. You're just lost, or you feel like a failure and you just can't find a way to succeed. You don't fit the mold. Well, luckily you don't need to. Just do what works for you. Breathe and believe you can find a way. Shoot, wow. Whoa. Diane's learning something here. Okay, shoot, props. Start your life by living. It's the little things. 100 is the little things that, for example, my little thing, Every time I walk out of my house, there's this cat that's always staring me down because, like, is he gonna give me a belly rub today? And when I lock eyes with a cat like that, the cat knows belly rub energy is coming. I know belly rub is going there soon. Then it starts doing its, like, it's a cat that makes like a cute, like, Pokemon noise. Like, and then before I touch it, the cat rolls over on his belly, ready for the belly rub. Basically, yeah. And then this cat makes the other cats jealous, because this cat, like, wait, you mean you just roll over and he rubs your belly? Like, the other cats are thinking, like, you crazy? But then they're like, shoot, that looks kind of nice too, actually. So we have, like, this one belly roll, you know, this one cat that rolls over inspires some other cats to, like, it's actually really good, by the way. Right. And also, you know, because we feed stray cats, when we help cats be kind and roll over, some family in the neighborhood adopts that cat. Right? So it's like a natural cat adoption around here. Right? So I train them to be nice and cute. And then some family, like, oh my God, he rolls over and we can give him belly rub. And so the whole neighborhood is peaceful and loving. Like, yep, oh yeah, there it goes. Do you collect I have some Pokemon cards, but not really. I don't collect. I just buy them for nostalgia, but not too much. Yeah. I like Pokemon though. I just don't like the business side. I don't like where it's. I don't like how it's so. It's more, you know, it's too much money around it. I think it's the hobby has become so, yeah. No, I don't have that many cards. I just, like, I remember, I think I bought some cards when I don't even have that many. Yeah, I just bought them for nostalgia, and from time to time I'll buy a pack just because, you know, the smell of the cards, the color of the logo, all these things. It's good to do something new from time to time, or do something old, right? But one thing I do enjoy is being happy. Whatever you do, I hope that it leads to genuine happiness in your life. That's why I'm here with you right now, because I love this. Right, I like just pressing keys, talking to you. Don't have to think much. I just make random music. That's relaxing. I'm a key presser. Be positive, sister. Yeah. Thank you for being positive about your life. I learned that I could be positive about my life. And so my life became a lot better. It's better to believe in your life than to doubt your life. But also, you know, use common sense. You know. That has to be said. There's a reason why I'm saying that. Because some people, blind positivity. It's like, That's why there's breaks. You know, when the light is red, don't try to be positive. It's green light. I'll get there. I'm just gonna go in a grocery store and just get food, but no money. Like, good luck. There's a system kind of. Yeah. Welcome, Lady C says you help me sleep. I'm just grateful that I have that skill to help people sleep. It's a very useful skill. Whether I'm talking or not talking, this is a bedtime podcast and sound. We're like a positive radio station with sound healing, you know? It's like Mystic Village podcast experience. I listen on my 5-mile morning walk. Beautiful. I'm working on balancing my sleep still. Right, every new thing like unity happens. Yes, I'm in Houston, Texas. Okay, shout out to Louisiana, the hustler state. For real. If I know a state that hustles, it's Louisiana. Shout out to Dallas. They see me rolling. Oh. San Antonio. Alright, we got a lot of Texas in the house. Yes, it is 6 a.m. and people are beginning to wake up. And that's when I usually end the stream. Big audit, yeah. Says in the East Coast it's 7 a.m. right now. Central Time is 6. West Coast. When do you stream? 11:30 to 11:30 p.m. to 6 a.m. is my usual time. And then working towards streaming at 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. But that may vary according to my, like, if I have other things to do. On Tuesday, I have a group of friends that I meditate with. So I would have to sleep early to make it to that group. But I always try to stream. And then I try to take Saturday off so that I can create shorts content and long content so that I can grow here. Yeah. Arkansas. Yeah, my biggest audience, because, I'm in... Now, the thing is, I learned how to get to the For You page, which is why the community is more global, because the universe showed me how to get to the For You page consistently. Yeah. you on the Beth? Be the change. Oh, what, what do you mean by that? What are you on the beat it? How can you make it to the For You page? Freaking, it's not easy. I wish I could just say it's easy. You do have to upload. You have to upload consistently. It doesn't have to be daily, but uploading daily increase the chances. You have to learn to engage with your viewer really well. Like right when I'm talking to you, it feels like I'm actually listening to you. Because you know why? I am. Like I'm actually, we're having a genuine conversation that's real. And I'm being myself. Right? It's a heart to heart. It's meaningful and it's human. Not robotic, yeah. Welcome to Mystic Village. I am Guru Thanet. I can open third eye, link in my bio. You know what I mean? Like, would you like card reading now? Buy one, get one free. Yes, I've done substance in the past, yeah. And so you have to learn whenever you live stream, right? Well, when I say get on a For You page, I mean doing it using live stream. I'm more of a live streamer. You have to find out what people like and you like and do it consistently. That's it. So essentially, you have to look to be a trendsetter or trailblazer. Yeah. Right. You have to create your own culture that is unique, which is called creativity. You don't grow if you don't use creativity because there's no originality in what you're doing. So the originality is what makes you grow so much. And that requires time to find, brothers, sisters. Like, right, look at what's going on here. Right. But this isn't the main part, but this is a part that many people like. It's what leads you to the For You page, right? Because there's an actual community here that wants to be here, we're not here to just be viral, right? The reason the For You page happened is not because you want to, but because there's something that you do that people genuinely enjoy. And then it slowly builds and builds. And then you find something that's so unique that your community likes, and the main flow, right? It's like a little stream, right? This is your main community, that's the stream, but the river is here. Eventually that stream, it leads to the river, which is the main, right? But you don't start there. You're just like a little creek, right? If you can't build a little creek flow, then it doesn't lead to the river. And then the river, it leads to the ocean. But it takes time, right? Because there's a few ocean, but tons of rivers. And there's probably billions of creeks. And and you have to be clear about what you're doing, right? To me, I'm here for positivity, for healing, for spirituality, and keeping it pure and authenticity. And I never, and if you ever break away from that, then you're not consistent with your, right, who you are. And that's why you have to be consistent, because sometimes people come here and like, well, why isn't he doing music? So, right, so when I talk now, what am I always doing? But what am I, right? But when I'm not talking, it's music. But the one thing that's always happening, music, because we are sound healing community. And that's when people come here, they know, like, it's part of it. It's a major part that they sometimes don't even recognize. But there's always music happening here. And it's music that's authentic. Right. So when I start making like lo-fi, it doesn't, like, it's fun for me. So I do lo-fi, but what makes me grow is healing music. Because lo-fi isn't always like healing, you know what I mean? It's like hip hop. But I like it. It's just, it's not, I do it because I love it. But I know that what grows is sound healing experience. And not everyone sees hip hop lo-fi as healing. It's like study music or sleep music. So it's that difference conflicts with what we're doing here sometimes. So. And so the more you can be clear about the more you can be clear about why you're here and your branding, right? Who you are, your identity, the more people know that's what they're going to get when they come here. But if you keep changing too much, it confuses the audience because they come for sound healing and then you're playing a game. Right. Well, they come for sound healing and then you're doing card reading. Like, wait, what? They're like, wait, what? But the one thing that has to be consistent is the vibe, brothers, sisters. A positive vibe, or at least an engaging vibe that resonates with people. And I think that's sometimes the hardest thing for people to learn, how to stay engaged with your audience. Like whenever y'all type something, I'm reading everything because that's how I stay engaged. Many people don't really make the effort to read everything and really, right, make a heart to heart. Yeah. No, I used to do card reading in the past, yeah. And the reason why they can't always be, like, the reason sometimes we can't be as engaging because we're scared to be our true self. Because there's a lot of weaknesses that people do have, but that weakness is also your strength because nobody's perfect. So that's why I'm very vulnerable, yeah. Because it just shows I'm real. I'm just like everyone else, which is very relatable to be somebody who's just, I make mistakes. Oh, what? Because a lot of people don't reveal they make mistakes, you know. Right. Yeah, I used to be really effed up in the trap house, all this. I grew up with a toxic mother, or now she's a lot happier. Because I'm putting myself on the spot all the time, but it's hard to. And that's why many people hide behind their content. Because sometimes their content, it's more about giving people dopamine. Right? It's more about they don't want to be themselves, so they hide behind their content. But that's their brand, right? That's how they design what they're doing. It's like going to a specialist. You go to a urologist and you expect to get bladder help. Yeah, not to be told about your. Yeah. Welcome, Vanessa. It is 6:30, and I think this is my ending time. And thank you for hanging out with me. And my goal is to send out the 3 gifts, right? One to Transcend, to Michael, and to Brother Arrow Eyes, and then we'll decide if who's gonna get the next flutes. We got flutes, and to the committed practitioners. So thank you, Jen, Sammy Star. Once we cover there's a lot of committed people, that's why. That's why we have a good community, because we have a community that practices and are consistent. We're not just hanging out being cute all the time, just, sometimes. Three ohms. Here we go. Breathing in. Please love your damn self. Thank you, Chloe, Lila, Pirion, Petals. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you for all the. Thank you, Eileen, for 10 months. Empathy for 3 months on the Twitcher. Thank you to everybody's devotion to improving your life and believing in your life, even though it's difficult. You can do it. Choose to believe. The end. Thank you, everybody. Thank you to all the moderators. Many moderators on. Shout out to the UK and France. And goodbye.